And we're back with what I'm gonna say is my all-time favorite helicopter that I almost didn't get. Guys, inside these two boxes right here, yes, two boxes, is a $2,600 RC helicopter. Now, FlishRC came out with these 500 size helis, and I was fortunate enough to review one, and I got to pick which one I wanted to review, and I picked the Cobra. The reason I did that was because I figured that everybody was going to pick the Blackhawk, so I wanted to be a little different. Lo and behold, everybody got the Cobra. So it was time for me to go back and pick out the one that I actually wanted, and that's the Blackhawk. Before I get into opening this thing up, let me just bring this thing over here real quick. The Cobra, absolutely massive. I did do FPV, as you guys can probably see. I have a camera in here, a CADX camera on a gimbal. It does have head tracking, and I also installed a working screen. And on the front here, these are real pitted tubes, so we have telemetry. I can see how fast I'm going, how high I am. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to fly this thing. The battery that it came with, 4,300 milliamp, one of the cells was bad. So I did balance it, and I thought it was good. I got it to the field. I flew for about 18 seconds and it returned to home. So I had to wait for a new battery. If you're waiting for this, I did get new batteries. I will be getting a video of that out soon. Guys, I couldn't be more excited for this thing, man. This is the FlishRC 500 size Blackhawk. This is how they ship this thing. Now we're gonna open it up one box at a time. And I do wanna tell you guys that if you consider buying one of these, if you order one, it's gonna take a couple weeks, because what they do now, they don't have these things sitting on a shelf. They now have to build it for you, test fly it, get everything, make sure it's dialed in, and then they ship it out. So if you guys want one, just know it does take a little while to get. I ordered this a while ago. Here it is. So with all that being said, guys, we're gonna open up. These things are not easy to open. They package these so well that literally you guys are gonna dull out your knife trying to get it open. First box is open. Let's see what we got inside. First thing, it looks like our charge cables. We have some Velcro, a little LED light, some zip ties, some screws. And the first cool thing, we have our artillery, guys, little US Army missiles. Now right here, we're gonna have our battery. Now this is what I was just talking about. This is a 4,300 milliamp 6S. I call it a stubby pack. As you see here, it's just very small, right? So it's not long, it's short and fat. So my flight controller is up in the nose. And in order to stick a regular, 4,000 or 5,000, you have to tilt it. It's going to be on top of that flight controller. So there lies my issue with the Cobra. Now with this one, I'll probably show you guys that you can use these. Obviously, this is what it comes with, but you can use a regular 4,000 or 5,000 milliamp battery. XT60 on there as well. Now the Cobra, 2 blades. The Blackhawk, guys, 4 blades. Let's pop these things out. Look at the size of these things. This is gonna be a monster helicopter. If you guys don't like the Blackhawk or the Cobra, they do have stuff like the Airwolf. They have the EC-135 and a 500. They just have a bunch of them things. So don't think you're stuck to the 2 that I reviewed. They do have other ones. I think the Airwolf's a little cheaper too. It's like 2,200. We have our instructions. And normally I throw those, but we're gonna leave those to the side because I might actually be reading those. Little hex drivers, and then of course, basic transmitter, the FlySky FS16S. These are good transmitters, man. I do wish it was a color screen. That would make it a little bit better, but they are good transmitters. Universal charger, which is good. I mean, for the price you're paying for these helis, it's nice that they include that. You can charge anything. 2 to 6S, fully programmable, LiPo, LIHV, life batteries. You can do everything with this. And then this is gonna be the helicopter itself. This thing is a work of art. I wish you were here holding this thing. All carbon fiber, all metal head, all Metal Gear FlishRC servos, 85 amp ESC, L7 flight controller. As you guys know, these have GPS, extremely easy to fly. As I said already, they did fly this, right? So this is ready to go. So let's put this off to the side real quick and let's get the next box up. This thing is packaged. They should send you instructions on how to unbox this thing. Okay. All right. We got decals. I do have an issue with these decals, which I'm going to tell you guys. This is what's going to hold our schmissels on. Exhausts. Body. I can read. I know you guys doubt me. I can read. Little landing gear action here. Little pilot action here. He's missing arms. They're there. I gotta glue them on, I'm guessing. Dude, this thing's so big it looks like a damn submarine. Windshield. Seat. Pilot seat. God, this thing is crazy. It's huge. I really wish they had an option to have this in like that matte black that Heavy D has his real Blackhawk helicopter in. I just think that scheme is like super cool. But I mean, that's not to say this isn't amazing. It's beautiful. Oh my God, look at the cockpit. So it looks like this, there's 2 screws back there, right? So that looks like you just pop those out, screw that in. All right, step 1 of 8,000 is complete. Honestly, it looks pretty simple. I think the only thing that I really have to figure out is this tail wheel. Does that look right to you guys? Alrighty, we got a tail wheel. Look at that thing. Now, looking underneath, there is a little hole there for a light. Listen, I know you guys at these factories have little hands, but my light might be staying out. How do you expect me to get my hand in there? Shy? Stick your hand in there, see if you can touch it.
Hand?
Yeah, I gotta stick this light through there.
You know,
I just came up with...
A gentleman would let me
No,
sit.
I just came up with a solution while you're here. I could use long needle nose pliers. Watch.
I think you're the problem.
I
You're
am.
out of my
Because
way.
I came up with a solution.
No, you didn't. I didn't just track it down.
Go ahead.
No, now, like...
This is your studio. You're in it.
Needing to do this now.
Get in there.
Even get those. It's like, I'm still delayed. Like, I could do it. I just... First of all, I'm overstimulated.
All right,
like,
enough. Stop. This is how I work.
Jesus, no wonder why it's so difficult today.
Get out of my
With
studio.
your like forceps from the fucking 1800s. That's not gonna help you.
Yeah, it is.
That's not even a possibility, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you have to go underneath.
The rod, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why they did this.
Hold on. Relax. Hold on! I can do it.
No, you can't.
I absolutely can.
Come on.
Do not tell me I can.
This is the last shot you got.
You're just gonna have to go blind on the bottom.
All right.
This is an odd.
You're crushing my stuff.
So now I'm a monster.
Appreciate it. Get out of my studio. You're no longer welcome here.
Bye. You have fun.
Thanks, pumpkin. Appreciate the assistance. So I am convinced that this light is an extra for that. So on the flight controller, this is the back of the helicopter. On the back of the heli, there's a spot for this LED. Now this LED right here is the one that's gonna tell us what flight mode we're in, right? Looking for GPS, locked in GPS, attitude mode, return to home mode. So this one changes colors based on the flight mode. That's why it gets plugged into the flight controller. This, really, even if we put it there or on the bottom, there's no extension. So either they forgot to send it or this is actually just a spare for this, which that's what I'm leaning towards. And then right here, we just have these little covers that are gonna pop on just for the aesthetic. I kind of wish that they would work, but I think that's how it is. So let's finish getting this thing locked in. There's a plug here for the tail rotor, right here. Make sure you plug that in. You know, I like this one needs 4 screws to hold the helicopter in. This one was a tongue and groove in the back. So it slid under the tongue and groove and just 2 in the front. I feel a little bit better with 4 screws, I'll be honest with you. So, okay. Guys, we got a helicopter. Decent weight. Good thing we got some suspension. Now we got to assemble this thing, man. So these exhausts, pretty much everything looks like it's just gonna get epoxied on. What I'm actually gonna do, guys, you know, I joke around about always using thin CA. I'm gonna use 5-minute epoxy along with a little bit of thin CA. Thin CA essentially just gonna hold it in place while the epoxy dries. Does this not go on? Did I have to have this piece on before I put the... No, she's in. And then this goes here. I was just gonna say, how does that stay on? It's magnetic. So that's how you put the battery in. All right, I'm gonna have to epoxy and thin CA these on, and same thing with these. These are gonna go right here, something like that. So what I'm gonna do is apply a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna use just, you know, a little bit of CA, medium CA, not thin CA, a little medium CA, a little kicker. The kicker and the CA is gonna harden immediately and hold it in place while the epoxy cures. Just like that, guys. That's gonna stay like that while the epoxy cures. Let's do it to the other side. Now the key here is to make sure that I can still open the battery hatch. You know, a lot of these little pieces I'm seeing now, like these are yokes for the pilots. These are pedals for the pilots. So I got to get up in there and glue all that on. Or do they just slide into place? My hands are way too big for this stuff. So I'm going to leave all of these little pieces for Cheyenne. Cheyenne is going to be the lucky person that gets to put all of these on for me. Lucky her. Well, guys, the only thing left to do, add our propellers. So if you look at the blade, it might be hard for you guys to see. The blade itself is flat on the bottom. So that's how you tell which way it goes. You're not going to have the flat side at the top. You need that little, you know, wing cord, so to say. So FlishRC facing up. You want them to move a little bit, right? You don't want them too tight. And guys, just like that, we just about have an RC helicopter that's ready to fly. What is left to do? Well, I got to take the remote out of the box, put some batteries in it. I also need to charge up my FlishRC 4300 milliamp 6S pack. And I need to let the GPS initialize for the first time. Now, when you're letting the GPS initialize for the first time, it can take 1 to 3 minutes. I made a million videos of this. If you guys want to see even the maiden flight of the Cobra FlishRC, I will leave that link down below. But I just want to go over a couple things while I'm sitting here. Some things that I would like to see a little bit differently on this assembly. I hate the way that these things are glued on. I wish that they were screwed into place. I think that roll band, because this is a roll band shell, should have definitely done that. I just think it's kind of stupid how you have to glue that on, especially because on a helicopter this expensive, you know, using glue on matte paint, it does get a little bit messy. Second, add lights. There's definitely not supposed to be a light here that is a little cap. I think that they should have added a light here and a light here, and maybe even lights, you know, like green navigation light, green red navigation lights. I think it just would have made it that much nicer for a helicopter of this price. But this thing is amazing. I know that it's going to fly super easy because all of these GPS helicopters do fly extremely easy. I still have some stuff to do, right? I have to add all of the cockpit yokes and pedals, and they have crazy stuff like that. The little seats and the pilots, I got to add all that stuff. And of course, guys, the decals. Now, this is the last thing that I want to go over with you guys before I bring this in my backyard and give it a hover test, is the decals that they send this with. I hate these. These are water slide decals, which is fine. I'm fine with that, but they have like a pink hue behind them. So what I did was with the Cobra helicopter, I actually just sent this to Cali Graphics and had her print me, you know, just regular stick-on ones without that pink hue behind it. And I'm gonna do the same for this. That's why I'm not adding these yet. I love these helicopters, right? And I want them to look as nice as possible. I might even pass this to an airbrush artist and get them to custom weather this thing. That's how much I really do like these. And I do wanna hear from you guys. Do you want to see this one FPV as well? I know I didn't show you me, you know, flying this thing yet FPV, but are you interested in seeing this thing fly FPV? Because there's plenty of room in that cockpit for us to do it. And the cockpit is definitely beautiful, especially if I add like, you know, the pilots that they send with this thing are definitely not scale, or they're not bad pilots, but if I get like a nice scale pilot in like some military outfit, I could even do just a passenger FPV. Nah, we want to fly it. So anyway, do you guys want to see that? Because I definitely can do that. The only thing left to do, real quick, I'm putting these side by side. I mean, you guys can see, I'm so excited to have two of these things. Which one of these you guys like better? Because the Cobra is pretty badass. I mean, the Blackhawk is just, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the word. The Blackhawk is iconic. Let's get this thing charged up. Let's get my backyard. Let's give it a quick hover test. When the weather calms down, I'll bring this thing to the field and we'll really put it through its paces. I'm going to try attitude mode. I want to try all the GPS functions. I'll show you guys my hands on the screen, just exactly how this thing flies. And if you're a beginner watching this for the first time, why you guys definitely can fly this. That spool up is pretty intense. That's it, guys. She is in the air. Blackhawk down. Oh my God. She sounds good. I mean, guys, initial test, you see here, I'm not touching that remote. She is stable. Got a little bit of a wind going right now. What's crazy is I hear a helicopter. There's actually a Blackhawk flying around. Let's see while this thing's hovering if he passes by. That would be pretty good. I can't wait to get this thing out to Grumman on my local field and actually try out that landing gear. Let me stick it. Nice easy land. And trying to take back off. Woo. Now guys, I'm going off camera real quick just because I want to try this out. I don't have a videographer right now. Oh, this thing looks good. All right, let's get her in. And there we have it. We have an unboxing and assembly of the Blackhawk with Cheyenne's help and an official Maiden. I do want to do obviously more flying for you guys. Flying a 500 size RC helicopter in your backyard is probably not the best thing ever. Now it is possible. I have done it. This does have GPS. It's extremely easy. However, it's just like, it's a big heli. I can't showcase it, you know, full speed. I'm not going to go up high, obviously, put my neighbors at risk. If a blade pops off or something, this is an extremely dangerous helicopter. So with that being said, my next video is going to be at the field. We're going to do a line of sight video. I'm going to showcase both modes, the GPS mode, the attitude mode, maybe the 3D mode. I don't know, man. You know, flying something like this in 3D mode. I'm not the best helicopter pilot. I'm not terrible, but I'm not great. So we'll see. I'll probably put it in that mode briefly, but I want to give you guys a full flight video. And once that's done, I'm going to let Tom Hunt take a look at this cockpit, figure out if we can put a camera in there, because if we can, we're 100% FPVing this Blackhawk to go with my Cobra over there, because I love that thing. And I know you guys are waiting for a video of that. I promise it's coming. The weather here is absolutely terrible, but as soon as it breaks, I'm getting out to the field. I owe you guys all of these videos. If you guys are interested in this helicopter, the link is down below, along with all other helicopters from Razordon, budget friendly, all the way up to these massive, crazy, just beautiful scale models. Links down below, check it out. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.